In this video, we're going to talk about the Social Sciences unit. The first folder is the Explore folder, and in that section you're going to find the essay guidelines for the Social Sciences paper. For this essay, you're going to write about a social sciences topic. To be a social sciences topic, it has to be something that affects people. So you can't use an environmental topic like with the natural sciences essay. You have to make sure that it's people or society centered. And what you're going to do is first decide on a social problem. Now, there are many social problems you can choose. The Pew Research Center has a lot of ideas and a whole listing of different topics for social science related issues. So you might go there to take a look and maybe get some ideas. Here are some topics that I've seen on previous essays. If you like any of these topics, you can use one if you want to, but you don't have to because there are just so many different issues that exist within society. But these are the types of things that count as social problems or social issues. It's an issue that impacts people, but also society as a whole. Some of these could get more specific as well. For instance, a topic like suicide and suicide rates, you could look at certain demographics or certain groups instead, like suicide among veterans, for instance. So that itself could be its own topic, and there certainly would be a lot to talk about. So when you're looking for a social issue, again, you're trying to pick something that impacts people and the society as a result that we live in. Eventually, what you're going to do is develop your research based on what causes the problem. What has created the problem or causes it to continue to exist? This is a causes essay, not a solutions essay or an effects essay. So when you're doing your research, you have to kind of consider that you're just presenting how this problem came to be, what instigated this problem, what contributes to this problem. But you're not going to talk about how to solve or fix those problems, because that would be the role, this is more like the role of the social scientist. For instance, let's say we have a town that we're living in and it has a homelessness problem that's on the rise. Well, we might reach out to some researchers and have some consultants come in and examine the problem, and they would present us, the people of the town, with their findings on what is creating this homelessness problem. But they're not going to suggest to us how to fix our homelessness problem. That's for us to decide, because those outside researchers, they don't live in our town. They don't know us. They can give us the data, but it is up to us, the people of the town, our elected leaders, to figure out the best solutions that will fit our specific little town. So you're going to talk about, again, the causes that create these problems or the problem that you've chosen, and develop a discussion on what instigated these problems. This is going to be in APA formatting. So you're going to use the same template as you did with the natural sciences essay. Everything else is going to apply as well. The level headings, things like the in-text citations, references page, all of that will be consistent for this essay, which is also in the APA style. To get you thinking about topics even further, there is a discussion post which requires 100 words or more. And what you're going to do is look at this example, and it comes from a music video. You can watch the video or you can read the lyrics, but it goes over many social problems. There are many social problems that are presented, sometimes in the lyrics themselves, sometimes in the images that are shown in the music video. But you're going to identify just one social problem that the artist speaks about. And then in your own opinion, you don't have to do research for this, but give two possible causes that led to the problem. What created this problem? And you're going to do that in a 100-word or more discussion. For the next assignment, you can use that Pew Research Center and get some ideas from there, but you don't have to take your topic from there. If you like the social problem you talked about related to the video, you can use that one if you want to. But you're going to choose a topic, your social problem that you're going to write about, and you're going to present the problem, and then you're going to do a little bit of research to find out what the current data is on that problem. Something that demonstrates the severity of the problem. So if, for instance, I've chosen homelessness as my topic, I then need to go and find a source that tells me what the current homelessness numbers are. So I can present that it is a problem because here's the statistics. Here's the percentage of people that are homeless in Florida or in the United States, for instance. So you have to give something that proves your problem is a problem, and you're going to need some data for that. Now, if you want to, you can use the Pew Research Center's data for that part. You just have to make sure you document it correctly in the APA style. Or if you want, you can use the database as well. If you want to use an additional website that isn't the Pew Research Center, email it to me first if you want me to check it to make sure that it's a good website to use. But other than that, if you're using the Pew Research Center's website or the database, then you're fine. Anything outside of that, you may wish to ask for approval or ask me to check it so you don't lose any points. You have to include the APA reference for the database or website you use. So you have to create a references citation, and then you also need an in-text citation inside of your paragraph for the information that you took. This will be 100 words or more of writing, and this is basically going to be the foundation for what is going to be the introduction paragraph for your eventual essay. Now, as you're working on this, if you need any help with the documentation, if you're not sure how to cite something, or if you just want to make sure you're doing it right, you can always email me and get me to look at your work, and I'll send you some feedback. But that will get you started with the first part of the social sciences unit.